Yo, what are you saying? Welcome back to ISOJ. Happy Wednesday. We're going to do something new here. A little bit of NBA power ranking, so let's get into it. The first 6 teams, tankathon teams. We don't care. They just trying to lose games. The Wizards, 6-28. Number 30. The Pelicans, 7-30. Wow, they suck. The Hornets, 8-27. Yes, they beat the Suns last night. No, I'm not happy about that. The Raptors, 8-28. The Jazz, 9-26. The Nets, 13-23. The Blazers, 12-23. We don't need to care. It's fine. 23rd, the 76ers. I just think they're not great right now. The injuries still play a part. PG hasn't been great for him. Him and Book just had the ass off. They're at 23rd, 14-20 record on this season so far. The Suns at 22. Yeah, it pains me. I'm taking the shit off as soon as I finish shooting. 16-29. If it wasn't for the fact they beat the 76ers, they would be at 23rd. But sadly, here we are. Bad roster construction is really just it. Maybe there's a fix, but I'll tell you what, that fix is not Jimmy Butler. At 21, the Bulls, 17-19. I only really had one line for this, and it's that shouldn't they be tanking? Maybe you need to get rid of Zach LaVine, Vucevic to Lonzo Ball. Hey, the Suns need a point guard. At 20th, I put the Kings. Honestly, I couldn't in good faith put them above some of the other teams. Maybe 19th, but that was as far as I would take them. I will say interim coach Doug Christie is doing great. Maybe you could move De'Aaron Fox, get some other pieces for him. They definitely need some depth for Sabonis. I think maybe a move for like a Cam Johnson, a Kyle Kuzma, a Brandon Ingram, that might work out for them. At 19th, I put Miami. Yes, I know they just lost to the Kings. Honestly, these two teams can be interchangeable if you really wanted to. I know Jimmy Butler for the foreseeable future, but I do think they'll hold on to him until they get some decent value. And no, again, that value is not Bradley Beal. The Pistons at 18. They're 18-18. I just realized I did that. They're above 500 for the first time in a very long time. Detroit is up. I'd love to be a Pistons fan right about now. At 17, the Timberwolves, 19-17 for the season. The Julius Randle fit is still very confusing. I don't see how he fit other than like you wanted to stay under the second apron. Maybe with that 33 million, you could find someone else that fits nicer next to Anthony Edwards, but we'll see. The Hawks, 19-18. They have 2 games against the Suns this week, so that's 2 wins. At 15, we have the Pacers, 19-18 as well. Tyrese Halliburton is back and performing the way we thought he would. I think since the slump, he's like 19-10-ish. I still shouldn't have picked him first in fantasy, but here we are. We can't go back now. Number 14, we have the Warriors, 18-18. Get Steph some help, please. They have games against Detroit and Toronto, so should be a good run for them. They should be getting their way up. The Mavericks, 21-16. Honestly, if they were full health, they would be higher. Full health, probably crack top 10. At 12, the Spurs, 18-18, Victor Wembanyama. I know the Pistons have the same record, but the Pistons don't have Vic. At 11, the Bucks, 18-16. Honestly, they went through a little skid. Will they be active in the trade market is probably the biggest question I have for these guys, because as much as, you know, you have a formula that works and has won in the past, Jimmy Butler had his camp, or him, I don't know who said it, but they basically said, don't trade for us. I don't want to go to Milwaukee. I guess he don't fuck with Dame anymore. Number 10, the Orlando Magic, 22-16. How do they keep getting away with this? I don't know, but they're still there and they're still a contender. Well, maybe not a contender, but they're still up there in the East. At 9th, we have the Los Angeles Clippers, and this is a team I thought was not going to do well this season at all. I thought they were going to be bottom of the barrel, and here I am. I'm wrong. Kawhi is back. And whilst he didn't have the greatest start against Minnesota, the rest of the team has been playing so good that they don't really need him right now. They don't really need Kawhi to be Kawhi Leonard, but it's just great to have him because, hey, look, when it comes to deeper in the season where you need, like, say a Norman Powell cools down a bit or James Harden is injured, Kawhi being back alleviates some of that, and it's really good for the team. They've been overachieving like crazy. The Los Angeles Lakers, the slump is over. The Lakers are back. They're 20-16 on the season so far. Austin Reeves has turned into prime Rajon Rondo somehow, and the King is back on his BS. At number 7, the Denver Nuggets. Current and former MVPs are going crazy right now, resulting in some really fun basketball. I know it's not to the same level of skill and how good they are, but this is like if Jokic and Luka teamed up, except in this case, Luka's Russell Westbrook, who's still not that bad. Memphis at number 6, 24-13. No Ja, no Desmond Bane, no problem. Jaren Jackson Jr. in his last 10 is averaging 24.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists in 30 minutes. Really just carrying this team while Ja is nursing his shoulder injury, and I don't know why Desmond Bane. I'll look that up. Houston is 24-12. Ime Udoka has these boys cooking, and they're the biggest surprise of the season. Yes, last year they played really well. They got themselves into the play-in seed. They're 24-12. They have a 66% win record this season. This team needs to be talked about more as one of the young, bright futures in the league. Also, They have the Suns' first round pick, so enjoy that, you bastards. At 4th, we have the New York Knicks, 24-13. Technically, yes, they're a worse record than the Rockets, but this team has been great so far this season. Honestly, New York has probably been my favorite team out east, and it's nice to see Mikal Bridges really learn from his time in Phoenix, learn from his time in Brooklyn, and be able to do what he does. And like, this team doesn't have a bona fide third option, right? It's Jalen Brunson, it's Cat, and it could be Mikal Bridges, it could be OG Anunoby, it could be Josh Hart, it could be Deuce McBride. This team has so many options, and I think they're really going to go far this year in the East. At 3, Boston, 27-10. The reigning champs are still doing their thing. Do they want to get better around the edges? Maybe. Do they need to? No. Keep what you have, you're fine. At 2, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 30-5. We'll see if I'm right about this tomorrow, because tonight it's OKC versus Cleveland. OKC are on a 15-game win streak. Cleveland is on a 10-game win streak. I currently have the Cleveland Cavaliers as the best team in the NBA for today, the 8th of January. So hopefully I'm right, but if I'm not, then go ahead and flip those two around. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye-bye now. I'm gonna eat a panettone on the camera. Oh God.